Hi children, welcome back to the geography class. This is the Bhagyalakshmi madam from the social department. I welcome you all. Today we are going to learn about a new chapter in geography, that is latitudes and longitudes. In your previous class you have learnt about our planet Earth is not a sphere. It is slightly flattened at the north and south poles and bulging in the middle. It means you can see clearly in the first picture, it's called spheroid. So if any sphere is flattened at the poles, it means the north pole and south pole, that is called spheroid. So the globe is the true model of the earth. With this, what did you understand, children? The globe is a true model of the earth. Now, globes are of varying in size and shape. So all the globes are not same in size and same type. So the big globes which cannot be carried so easily, which you can see here, this much big in size globe cannot be carried so easily. But small pocket globes or globes like balloons, which can be flattened and are handy carried with ease. So the globe is not fixed, children. It rotates like a spin, okay, or a potter's wheel. So we can see very clearly the original shape or the correct size of the countries, continents, oceans, etc. on the globe. Okay. Now, it is difficult to describe the location of a point on the sphere like Earth. If you see this picture, where the India is or where the America is, it is difficult to locate on the Earth. So now you can have a question. Now the question arises that how to locate a place on it. So we need certain points to reference and lines to find out the location of places, children. For example, if I ask you your address, you may say which locality, which city you are residing. In that city, which area you are residing. In that area, which door number. So likewise, we need certain points of reference and lines to find out the original location of the place. Okay. So in this picture, you will notice a needle is fixed through the globe. It's in a tilted manner. Have you seen this? So that needle is called axis. So that needle which we can call as axis. The 2 points on the globe through which the needle passes or the axis passes from north pole to south pole is called axis, children. The globe can be moved around this needle or the axis. The globe can be moved around this axis. From which direction to which direction? West to east. Which direction to which direction, children? West to east. So the globe moves around the axis from west to east. Okay. But remember, children, there is a major difference. The real earth has no such needle. Here you can see a needle-like structure. No, that's axis I told you. So that kind of original needle is not there on the earth. In fact, it moves around its axis, which is an imaginary line. Earth is moving around itself, but there is no needle. It's an imaginary line. This axis is an what, children? An imaginary line. So the another imaginary line on the globe that divides the earth into 2 equal parts is called equator, which you can see here. The imaginary line that divides the globe into 2 equal parts is called what, children? Equator. The northern half of the earth is called the northern hemisphere and the southern part of the equator is called southern hemisphere. You can see here, from the equator to north pole, the northern part is called what? Northern hemisphere. From the equator to the south pole, the south part is called what, children? Southern hemisphere. The southern part is called southern hemisphere. You can observe that both the hemispheres are equal halves, children. Both the hemispheres are equal halves. Okay. So therefore, equator is an imaginary circular line which you are seeing here, equator, and which you are seeing the other latitudes over here, those are really not there on the earth. They are the imaginary lines. So the equator is also an imaginary line. It's a big circular line and is a very important reference point to locate the places on the earth, whether a region is in northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere. So in that way, this equator acts as the reference point to locate the places on the earth. So all the parallel circles from the equator up to poles are called parallels. What are those? Parallels. Okay na? Which you can see here. All the circles from the equator up to the poles are called parallels of latitudes or latitudes. Okay, line of latitudes we can call them. So these latitudes are measured in degrees. In which way they measure, children? They are measured in degrees. So equator is 0 degrees latitude. Equator is 0 degrees latitude, children. So with this I conclude today's topic, children. Thank you and stay tuned.